Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Mystery Box Function Challenge. We've got our mystery purple box here, and numbers that you put in the top are going to be transformed into some other numbers that come out the bottom. And your job is to figure out what's going on inside that box. What mathematical thing is happening? Is it multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, something else stranger than that? You'll get a chart of numbers and you'll get a graph to help you with this. And your job is to figure out what's inside that box. There's a link in the description. You can click on that and actually try this out. So go ahead and pause the video, plug in as many numbers as you like until you think you've got it, and then come on back. Okay, so I think, like usual, I'm going to start with 0. We'll see what's going on there. All right, so 0 gives us 0, so we're right at the origin of the graph here. And this doesn't give me a lot of information, except I don't think we're adding or subtracting anything. Probably multiplying or dividing, maybe it's something else, I don't know. Let's put in a 1. Okay, so if I put in a 1, I get out a 1. This could just be whatever you put in, you get out the same thing. So that would be f of x equals x. So let's try a 2. If we get a 2, I think that's probably what's going on here. Oh, no, we got a 4. Well, this is a little strange because we kind of had the beginnings of a line here, but now this point doesn't really match with that line. So what is this doing here? Let's try 3 and see what happens. I got a 9. Is there anything suspicious about those numbers to you? Can you see what's happening? I'm going to try a couple more. I want to put in some numbers on the left side of the graph, so I'm going to put in a -1. And a -1 gives us a +1, which is the same thing that a +1 gave us. So we kind of have a mirror image over here. Does that continue on? Let's try a -2. If it matches up with the +2, we should get a 4 out of that. And I think I know what's going on here. So it looks to me like we've got 1, 4, 9. Those numbers alerted to me that this might have something to do with squaring, because 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9. And then when I put in the negative numbers, I became more sure, because any negative number, when you square it, it becomes positive, because a negative times a negative is a positive. So we should get the same. If this continues, I should be able to put in a -3 and get out a +9. So let's try that. If I put in a 10, this won't show up on the graph, but if I put in a 10, what would that be? Well, 10 squared, 10 times 10 is 100. So I should get 100 out the bottom. Yeah, awesome. So this, I think, is f of x equals x squared. You agree? Well, let's go ahead and reveal this thing. And there it is, x squared. So we're just taking every number we put in and we're squaring it. And let's go ahead and graph that as well. So the function f of x equals f squared gives us this kind of beautiful curve, this parabola. Lovely. So this is something to look out for in the future. Functions like this will have pairs of points, and if you put in a positive and a negative x value, the y is the same, because they have this symmetry across that y-axis. Well, how did that go for you? Did this stump you in the beginning, or were you able to see that squaring pattern early on? Let me know. Thanks, everybody.